have Malcolm. That's a piece they can't take away. And we know Malcolm was assassinated primarily because of his opposition to America's involvement in Africa, and because he was trying to link African Americans with the continent of Africa so that we could form the kind of Pan-African Union we are now seeing. But all of what you see here, the restaurants and the cafeteria, none of that was here.
When Malcolm came out on stage and he sat down in the chair and he put a piece of paper in the chair and then picked it up and said, "Make it plain." Make it plain was a signal that Malcolm always used when someone was warming up for him to let them know that he's ready to come to the rostrum. And so after Malcolm said, "Make it plain," Benjamin said, "I'll bring you a brother, who will lay down his life for you, Brother Minister Malcolm X." He came to the stage. He said, "Assalamu alaikum." At the moment he said that, the guy in the 6th row on the left-hand side said, "Nigga, get your hand out of my pocket."
The largest system had shown that it feared Malcolm X. He was almost poisoned in Cairo. He was poisoned in Cairo, but he survived. The French said that they did not want him to land in Paris because the word was out that he was on the target list of those people in power who wished to crush black people. So Malcolm sacrificed his life, and he was willing to do it. He knew what the end would be. So he's a courageous black shining prince, and we resurrect his spirit in our people all the time.
So the United States government saw that Malcolm had the ability to influence African leaders at the OAU. That's why he named his organization the OAAU, after the OAU, and that the African leaders at that time, far more revolutionary, had a greater sense of integrity and character than many of the leaders in present-day Africa, was going to involve themselves in our particular struggle. And so at that point, he sealed his death to be assassinated, or sealed his fate to be assassinated by the United States government.
So we know that Malcolm's killers, when he was assassinated that day, came out this way. There was an entrance here on the old building. But 2 men were attacked by the crowd. The police took one and he disappeared. One they managed to hold. He's in prison. And so we know that the police was in on Malcolm's assassination. We know that the FBI was in on his assassination. We know that the CIA was in his assassination, as well as organized crime. Because if Malcolm took the black community away from organized crime and gave it to the black people, you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar enterprise leaving one hand going to another. Would you kill over that?